Hey you guys, I talked to my girl pal. I was telling her how I was doing the video, and then I happened to see my kid's stepmom, Kiki is her name. Yeah, and talking about when I was upset about my son being very disrespectful, writing things about me online, and my daughter co-signing, their side of family co-signing and things like that. And, she reminded me, she said, well, if your kids, both Jalen and Janaea have talked about their side of the family like that, you shouldn't be surprised. You know, they, and it's true. Jalen has talked about, you know, his stepmom, his grandmom, his aunt, so with even Janaea, the only person they haven't talked about on their dad's side of family is their Aunt Corey. Both of them, their Aunt Corey, they love her to pieces. And actually, she's always been the one I've been the closest to from high school and even after the years have passed. We don't really have a rapport now, but she has always been Corey, Stubbo. He got killed a few years ago, and they have a cousin Bobby, and Pixie are the ones that I've always kind of maintained a good rapport with. What you say, honey?
A jacket is the.
I know, and don't forget to sign out too when you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, were you? But are you back in?
No, I gotta pick my mommy up.
Okay. Aw, she said my mommy. Aw. It don't matter what our parents do. It don't matter what our kids do. Exactly. Because I'm actually even talking about my own twins, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Love them to pieces, but until you get your act together, it's unfortunate. But yeah, so I'm just continuously praying about the kids and their behaviors and things like that. It gets hard. It really, really, it gets hard, but we have to encourage ourselves. We have to encourage each other, all that good stuff. They can never be okay at the same time, it seems like. When me and one is okay, me and the other one isn't. And I don't know what that's about, but I don't know. Yeah. So I said all that. I forgot because one of my clients came in. I kind of lost focus. But, oh yeah. I'm not dismayed, of how I'm getting blasphemed and, lied on, talked about. They've done it about their, their dad and their family and their living conditions and things like that. So they're talking vulgarity about everybody. So, but again, I forgive them. You have to forgive to live. You have to love your children no matter what. Just as we have fallen short and God has forgiven us, when our kids fall short, we have to continue to love them, pray for them as well when they fall short. Some fall short more than others on a continuous basis, it seems, but God is still love. So yeah. So as you see, all my videos aren't always like happy-go-lucky, praise ye the Lord, but the only time I can kind of get out of myself is when I'm talking about my family, my kids, things at work, church, friends. I'll handle that. But my kids, our relationship has been estranged for years. It's so unfortunate. And when you have another parent who doesn't have the same morals, values, standards, ethics, all of that, you just have different viewpoints about life, vantage points about life. It just really makes it hard when you don't work together. And from the time when I allowed the kids to go live with their father when they were 11 and a half. Sometimes I regret it. Or maybe I'm thinking maybe I should have just kept one, which would have been Jalen. And I only say Jalen, not that I love Jalen any more than I love Janaea, but she's the one who started all the lies and things like that. Maybe they would have turned out a little differently. But my purpose for not picking one, because regardless of the lies and the damage that Janaea has done, more damage would have been done mentally. As tough as she acts, but she'd have been thinking, well, she gave me to my dad, but she kept Jalen, even though she wanted to be with her dad. But it's still psychological, you know. So I figured, well, it's best both of you guys go. Janaea, you started the lies. Jalen, you know, you went along with it. So was the principal about it. But yeah, it's unfortunate. Even during that time, I still think about it. You know, their dad and, you know, the other side of the family didn't want to just have a sit down and talk, like, what's really going on, when they knew she was cutting up. But Jalen had shared with me when I went to go see him last year up at school that his sister has been telling things for years. You know, every time she got in trouble, she was in trouble at least 3 times a week. You know, she would go back and make it seem like it was worse than what it was. So I said to Jalen, I said, well, if she's been doing that all these years, in line, acting like she's been being abused, why didn't your dad or nobody even say anything? That's scary. You know, even though you know she wasn't, but the mere fact that no one even talked to me about it, I think that's crazy. That's off. But anyway, like the book of Jeremiah, before I was even entered into my mother's womb, God knew. So he knew all these negative and horrific things would transpire. So I used that to snap myself back together. God knew how my life would be. He knew who would hurt me, who would not, who I would be friends with, how my family would be. So, glory to God. But of course, I still pray. I still love him. But, yeah, we have to have a distance so God can work. Let God work. Watch God work. Whew. Alrighty. No more talking about the kids unless something positive happens. Yeah, so I'm done talking about my kids, the twins, who will be 21 July 21st. So happy early birthday. But yeah, today's May 23rd. Until some big changes happen, no more videos about them. Alrighty, God bless you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your emails, your encouragement. You guys are awesome. You rock. But continue to pray my strength in the Lord, because at the end of the day, I'm still a mom. I still have feelings, and I want my kids to be okay. I do. Saved, followers of Jesus Christ, living a Christian life, having Christian morals, standards, values. Whew. All right. God bless you guys. All right. Bye-bye.